All right, let's take a look inside of him. And oh, there we go. So this was my battery solution at the time. These were, saw a lot of these back in the day. I don't know if you see much anymore. These Cyclone batteries. These were really nice lead acid batteries. We have a couple more double A's here that are ready to leak. Yeah, this one did leak. Okay, I'll have to clean him up a little bit. And we have a fuse for the battery. Pretty nice. And let's go ahead and take him out. So it looks like it's a 6-volt design, and there's a plug here. So obviously somehow modified this battery pack. It looks like it used to be a longer battery pack. Maybe it was a 12-volt battery pack and I chopped it off. No, it's an 8-volt. It was an 8-volt. Yeah, each one of these little guys is 2.5 amp hours, which is good. Do you think he still has a charge on him? Yeah, he's dead. All right, so it gets recycled. I'll save the connector. I'll probably need that. There's also a charging port here, so you can charge the battery through this connector here. You need some type of way to do that. The charge circuit must be inside. Now there's 4 screws here that look promising. Why don't we take those out, see what happens. Back in. All right, so we have this one little wire here. Oh, that goes to the antenna. It's got a little antenna sticking up, so that's the antenna there. So we can take him off so the antenna doesn't break while I'm playing with this thing. Let's see here. Okay, I sort of have him all discombobulated here. Let's see, this is the head, which is just LEDs, and here's a speaker, and okay, let's see here, what have we got? All right, let me balance this thing here. I need something to block it up here. Jeez, there, okay. Picture time. I'll take a photo of all this cabling here. So, here's the brains. That thing right there. Interesting. All right, so there's one board, and then underneath it I think is just the tape deck. So we could take a look at the tape deck thing. Oh yeah, that just slides in and out. So the whole tape deck actually is just that bottom thing there. Quite a few wires on the tape deck. That comes up to a connector. Here we go. Comes up to this connector here, so that should all come out. Interesting. And the little front panel here. Interesting. It's only 6-7 wires, so it must be. Yeah, there's a microprocessor up on the front there to run that front panel, so that's what these guys are. All right. So what can we see here? Looks like there's 2 big motor drivers, probably H bridges. So that's what these are. Since the antenna comes in here, this is a receiver. The other one's transmitter. This one's receiver. There's a heat sink on this chip here, so and some big capacitors. So he's probably the speaker. It's probably the That says 2 megahertz. Interesting. 2 megahertz crystal on that guy. Maybe that's just for RF shielding. I don't know. We have a 4011 and a 4081. This is the on-off switch. And some little push button switches over here. Volume. Interesting. Yeah. So I think this whole thing here is the thing I will reproduce. We have the we have this thing. Oops, back up here ways. Oops, already backed up. We can replace all of this. Maybe we can 3D print something and put in a display. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. So let's see, let's remove these things. Alright, it's loose there. Now it's all out. And we have the tape player. Guess we could leave the tape player in there and play some music with it. No, we just do MP3s, right? Interesting. 6 volt comes in here. This looks like a relay. Yeah, time to look up some of these old Oki chips. Oki semiconductor. The crystal here on the radio is 49.4 something. 49.4 megahertz. We'll have the PC board here. Tomy, Japan. The E050RX. So this is, they call this the receiver board. They don't call it a controller or anything. It's just the receiver. That's what the schematic is marked as well. But I do want to look up some of these chips here and see what they use. Yeah, let me find some data sheets.